Welcome to another of the Builders Extra. Today we're going to look at episode 83 with Michael DeLon. Michael and I talked a lot about writing books, writing content, building authority, and creating a compelling message around what you do, baking something into your story to help you sell better, sell your products better, or whatever you're selling, your services. But in this one, I want to talk. I'm going to extract. And we're going to talk about using Loom videos or any kind of video in your day-to-day correspondence with people. Whether that's networking, whether that's, doing videos for people on your team, whatever in your business, that's what we're going to talk about. So so to set this up, one of the reasons this kind of came up is that he does this, Michael. And so when I first started talking with him through email, corresponding through email, he sent me a video, and it's just a Loom video. If you don't know what Loom is you can go look it up, Loom on Google. It's basically just a really nice way to create quick videos you can share. You record it, it uploads it, gives you a link, and you can put it anywhere. So it's really slick, especially if you have really good upload speeds. But it's convenient, but people are using it for like emails. So instead of writing out an email, they record a minute and a half video. So that's key, right? You're not creating 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute videos. You can if the context is appropriate. I certainly do that for my team, right? We use video a lot within my team, or I do. That's how my team back to me when they're trying to show me something, explain something, demonstrate something. So we use video a lot in that regard in our day-to-day project management and just trying to make sure that we're communicating. Even if we have a bullet list of tasks, we'll still sometimes make a video just to make it clear. So that's important within that context. But in terms of actually emailing people, it's kind of cool, right? So I've seen this happening more and more. I've seen, especially in this particular group of people doing this in the podcast community, where I have received an email and somebody starts, it's just a video. And I go off and I look at it. Loom's real easy to use. You just go and watch it. For that minute and a half. And actually it's one of the big benefits of it is you have a little different connection with that person. It's funny, you don't think about it, but email is kind of, or text in general is kind of, I don't know. It's not super personal, right? It's not like even audio is better, right? Getting on a phone with somebody, but video takes it to another level. When you can see somebody looking at you in the eye through the video, and say your name. Hey, Matt, we've been doing such and such a thing and it's really great. Or, hey, it was great meeting you. He did a follow-up after the podcast. He said, Matt, I had a really good time on your podcast and blah, 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 whatever else he talked about, right? But it's just a quick message, right? I think that is just something just extra level on that. Now, you have to be comfortable doing that. You have to have the right setup to do that, right? So you don't need anything fancy. It doesn't have to be high, professionalism doesn't have to be like studio ready, right? But if you have just a simple setup and a mic and and a video, webcam, that's all you need. And you can create these little quick videos. The feeling of it is really interesting. Like I said, it's suddenly you have this little different connection with that person because they're talking to you directly. I've seen this used, as I described in the podcast itself. I've seen this used in other ways. I was on Facebook one day, so quite a little way, sometime this last year, and somebody they actually had an ad on there. It was for a product, and all the comments on the ad, you can comment on the advertisement. all the comments, this person was actually creating little videos. Every single comment. As I told Michael, that's a little insane. but what a cool way to build kind of this instant connection with the people. Even if they're complaining a little bit, you can come back with a rebuttal about whatever for that minute. Again, keep it short. You don't want to put somebody to sleep, or people don't want to, spend a lot of time listening, especially something like that. But if you can get in there and quickly say, hey, we thought of that. We're going to implement that in the next version, whatever you're saying, that is a really, really cool way to do it. And again, that's not for everybody. Not everybody feels comfortable in front of a camera or sharing that on the web or with anybody. But, it's something you got to get used to. And it comes with, I've talked to other video people, same with me. It just comes with just doing it. You just start doing it. You don't try to overthink it. Just start sending them. People don't care, people don't care. They're not going to be looking at, like when Michael sends me a video or when other people send me a video, I'm not looking at like, I don't know about that shirt. I don't know if that shirt goes with that background or whatever. I just, his hair's a little off today. If my hair's ever off, that's just is what it is. Cause you know how vain I am. I get up, I shower in the morning. I take about a minute to do my hair, dry it. And then the rest of the day, that's my hair. I may once in a while do this. If it's maybe sticking up or something, I might put it in place. But this hair, I try to spend as least amount of time as possible. If I look good bald, I'd probably go bald. I think my wife says I wouldn't look good bald. I don't have a good shaped head. So anyway, but this is I think will be more and more common thing, especially in this age of like Zoom, and more people are doing video, especially in marketing. Video is becoming a bigger thing. And it's the part of, I think the reason it will is because it is easier. Like things, solutions like Loom are really good. I use something called Snagit from TechSmith. I've used that for like 15 years. They're the same company that has Camtasia. I use Camtasia as well for my videos editing. But Snagit is a way to do screenshots, but also does video. I use that because it syncs with my Dropbox, and it's actually it uploads really, really quick. So when I'm doing stuff internally, that's usually what I'm using. I thought about doing it for these, if I'm going to start doing emails with videos, and I'm really thinking hard on it. I think it's a really nice touch. But in certain situations, not for everything. There's still a place for just text. but I'm thinking about maybe looking at Loom or something as well. Again, I did use Loom for a while. I was having some conflicts on my computer with some of my other software related to video audio, but I might give it another try. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to pick out from that. I think it's really, really, it's always interesting to see what the trends are and what people are doing. I don't think this is a trend. If you look at everything, I think it's a trend in terms of it's just in the beginning stages. But I think as you look at everything we're doing and how video has become such a huge thing, especially short videos, I think it's something that is logical. I think we're going to see more and more people using it. So think about it. Hope you found this interesting, useful, insightful, and all that good stuff. Until next time, take care.